Okay, so this might be huge news or this might just blow over in like a week or so as things do. You just never know in Trump world. But when I was driving home from work, I see the headlines, I hear the headlines that Trump is terminating trade talks with Canada. Yep, that's right, folks. He's really not happy with us at all. Trump terminating all trade discussions with Canada over because Ottawa went ahead with the digital service tax. So, what is the DST, the digital service tax? It's a tax of 3% that the Canadian government applies to companies in the digital marketplace. So, what does that kind of mean? Like your online purchasing. Do you ride share? Do you have meal delivery like DoorDash and Uber Eats, Meta, Uber, Amazon? Basically, this Canadians want to tax these American companies on the gross revenue. My gosh. And they want this to be retroactive to 2024. And this is all supposed to take place starting Monday. The first payments are due on Monday. This has been around for a little bit since 2021. Actually, other countries, Europe, we're all getting together to try to discuss like a framework for how to negotiate through this tax. But Canada didn't want to play ball. Canada opted out of those talks. So at the moment, about $3 billion is owed by these tech companies. That's what they would have to pay the Canadian government. Trump is not happy about that. And like I said, that first payment is supposed to be due on Monday. Now, the thing is, Carney, why was Carney elected? He was elected to be the guy that could appease Trump. He's a negotiator. He's done a lot of deals before. He's got experience in this. He's the guy that Canadians, the people who tick the box liberal, voted to go negotiate with Trump. And he is shown to be one of the most poor negotiators ever. He's barely talking to him. When he is, he's sucking up to his face, but doing something different behind his back. And he constantly is canoodling with the Europeans. Those are the people he wants to rub his elbows up with, that's for sure. So basically, Carney was supposed to, mend the fences. And at the G7 that just recently took place in Alberta, they were supposed to have these talks. It was well publicized that they were going to have these talks promised in 30 days, and that's when they're going to have all the trade arrangements, worked out. But Carney, by putting this digital service tax in place, and having it due on Monday, June 30th, that is going behind someone's back. That is a dirty thing to do. That is not the good thing to do. He should be negotiating with him and going, you know what? I still want to go ahead with this tax. Let's talk about this. And they could have talked. But to implement this tax after he said at the G7 that, look, we're going to take our 30 days, and then to not take the 30 days and to go ahead and do something like this, Trump is mad. And this is a big deal for us. We don't have the cards, quite obviously. We don't have the economic power to play ball with Trump. And I don't know why we think that we do. So here's a look at a little bit of what Trump had to say on this. And here we go.
Specifically, why are you deciding to end trade talks with Canada, and what rate are you looking to set?
So Canada put a charge on some of our companies, and Canada has been a very difficult country to deal with over the years. We hear Canada, we have a great relationship with the people of Canada, but it's been very difficult. And they put a charge, and they were a little bit early. We found out about it. So, and we have all the cards. We have every single one. We don't want to do anything bad, but they have economically, we have such power over Canada. I'd rather not use it, but they did something with our tech companies today, trying to copy Europe. They copied Europe. It's not going to work out well for Europe either. And it's not going to work out well for Canada. They were foolish to do it. And so I said, we're going to stop all negotiations with Canada right now until they straighten out their act.
Okay? Is there anything Canada can do to change your mind about this situation?
Well, no, they put a tax on companies that were American companies that they shouldn't, very severe tax. And yeah, I guess they could remove it. They will, but it doesn't matter to me. We have all the cards. We do a lot of business with Canada, but relatively little. They do most of their businesses with us. And when you have that circumstance, you treat people better.
Hey, if you enjoy my content, like it, love it, subscribe, hit the bell, do what you got to do, and pass it around.